It's that time of year again. The summer musical, sponsored by the EVSC and the Public Education Foundation, will be here before we know it, and tryouts are just around the corner. This year's musical selection is Suessical, the musical inspired by the stories of Dr. Seuss. EVSC and the Public Education Foundation sponsor the summer musical each year, bringing students from all over the tri-state into a professional setting with access to professional directors and choreographers. Past musicals have included White Christmas, South Pacific, and Peter Pan. Marcia Forston, president of the board of directors for the Public Education Foundation, says Suessical was chosen because of its fun, whimsical nature, its positive message, and its large cast and full orchestra that will allow hundreds of students to get involved.
This year's summer musical will run from July 14th through July 17th at the Center. Forston says the summer musical showcases the unique giving spirit of the Evansville community, with students, Public Education Foundation, EVSC, and the community all taking part in helping students grow.
Our mission is to inspire and reward student-centered innovation. So this is a very innovative program. There probably isn't anything like it anywhere else in the country, where we bring all of these students together from all around the tri-state area to participate in this musical. We have the best and the brightest.
Auditions for Suessical begin next Tuesday, March 29th. Now, for those interested in being part of the cast or crew, they can audition either Tuesday or Wednesday, just one of those days, March 29th or 30th from 3:30 to 8 p.m. Callbacks for everyone who auditions are Thursday, March 31st. Now, for those interested in being part of the orchestra, auditions are both Tuesday and Wednesday, both of those days, March 29th and 30th from 4:30 to 7 p.m. All auditions are at the North High School Performing Arts Center. Please go to EVSCschools.com and click on the summer musical link on the right side for all the audition details and important information. And now, Dr. Bertram, this brings us to our last words, so I'm turning it over to you.
Thanks, Jennifer. The Indiana General Assembly is considering a number of education reforms endorsed by both Governor Daniels and State Superintendent of Public Instruction, Tony Bennett. It's not only an aggressive agenda, but one that's been rather contentious, dividing groups from labor unions as well as educators, both in private and public sectors. So what we really are going to do in the next week or so is talk with Dr. Bennett about these type of issues, for instance, collective bargaining, charter schools, vouchers, as well as teacher effectiveness, all the things that we believe are central to overall school improvement and education in the state of Indiana. On a national scale, it's one of the most aggressive education agendas in the nation. So I look forward to spending next week's show with Dr. Bennett. We'll sit down and we'll talk candidly about these important issues affecting our children and schools in the state of Indiana.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Bertram. And as you just said, next week is Dr. Bennett, and we'll be talking about all things education reform. Now, it's a hot topic as teacher groups rally both right here in Evansville and at the State House. And what do all these issues really mean? What's best for students? And what is the issue that everyone is fighting over?
And I think it's going to be important for people to be able to decipher themselves, and that's the opportunity with Dr. Bennett next week. So we thank you for being with us today, and we look forward to next week's show.
Yep, we hope you'll join us, and here's a look at what's coming up in the EVSC over the next week. Have a great one.